What's up, guys? It's the real Zaki back with another video, and you know we got a banger. We're breaking down with one of the top affiliate experts in the whole game. We're going to be going over a whole debate of which is better, Shopify or affiliate marketing. So if you are excited for it, we got ODI Productions on the channel today. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do enjoy the content, make sure to go follow him and go check out what he has to offer. He definitely does some amazing stuff. Got a Porsche and a Super Garage, a Lamb and a Porsche. It's top secret. Like, go check him out. But here you go. I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys.
Hey, what is up, guys? ODI Productions here, and today I am featuring a guest. This is the real Zaki on YouTube. A lot of you guys may know him. He's a dropshipping expert, and we've been talking back and forth for a while now, just talking business in general. As you guys know, I do affiliate marketing, and I'm an affiliate marketing expert. And I thought it would be interesting if we just made a video where we compared affiliate marketing and dropshipping and just discussed the general pros and cons of each business model to help beginners decide which business model that they want to pursue. So basically, we're just going to have a real casual interview slash conversation, and we're just going to talk business, online business. So yeah, anyways, I think I'll begin just by introducing myself and explaining what affiliate marketing is for those of you who are brand new to the channel and you don't know what affiliate marketing is. So my name is Odie. I go by ODI Productions on YouTube, and I'm an affiliate marketing expert, and I'm 25 years old, and I'm in San Diego, California right now, but some of my subscribers know that I also live in Chicago, and so anyways, affiliate marketing is the business model that I started to dabble with when I was 19 years old. And basically how it works with affiliate marketing is you don't need to own any products or services. You simply refer people to products and services that are already out there, and you get a commission if people purchase that product or service through your links. So everything is tracked. It's all digital. Basically what you get is a link with an affiliate code, and once a user clicks that, they get a cookie on their computer that usually lasts around 30 days or so. And if the user buys something within 30 days, then you get a commission, which could be like a fixed rate. It could be something like 6%, 10% of the product, or it could be like a fixed sale, like $50 per sale, $100 per sale, etc. So that's affiliate marketing gist. I'm gonna let Zaki take over and introduce himself and drop shipping to you guys.
Yep, just as Odie said, my name's the real Zaki on YouTube. My real name's just Zaki. I'm 19 years old. I'm primarily known for making a majority of my money through dropshipping. I do consider myself a dropshipping expert because I've made multiple six figures doing it. And pretty much, I live in Utah, not the best city or state or whatever it may be, like Odie here. But okay, so necessity and in just simple terms, dropshipping is pretty much being the middleman. So what do I mean when I say the middleman? You pretty much never hold any inventory when you are a dropshipper. No inventory, you will never touch anything. Somebody will purchase something from your site using a platform like Shopify, which is simple and easy to set up. There are many YouTube videos on how to set up a Shopify store, and you pretty much go to a supplier like AliExpress, for example, find some products that you think that would be able to sell all over the internet, anywhere in the world. You put them up on your site. Then the next step is just getting traffic to your site. You find customers that are already purchasing things online every single day because it's a growing industry in itself. And people go to your site, they purchase. You then go talk to your supplier, purchase the product from them, and they send it directly to the consumer. So how do you make your money? That's a big question that a lot of people have. Well, if your supplier is selling it for $1, you sell it on your site for whatever you decide to mark it up. Let it be $5, $10, whatever it is, and you profit whatever is in between, which is why it's a seamless and easy business model, because you never touch any product, you never see any product. All you see is the dollar signs in your bank account.
Bingo. All right. Awesome. Yeah, so that was a really great summary for you guys. And it sounds kind of similar to affiliate marketing because you use the word middleman. And with affiliate marketing, it really is just being a middleman between the company and the customer. So you get in between that, and you basically get a piece of the pie just for kind of intercepting the customer before they buy the product from the company. Now, I think one of the differences is with drop shipping, you're kind of the company though, because it's kind of like your product. I mean, you aren't making it like by hand, but like it is your product that you do need to focus on branding and kind of promoting and getting it out there. Whereas with affiliate marketing, a lot of these affiliate marketing companies, or products and services, are actually just big companies that you guys have heard of. So Nike, Adidas, they all have affiliate programs where you can refer people to Nike's website or Adidas website and make a percentage of each sale. So kind of similar, but basically we're going to move into the second part, which is discussing the pros and cons of each business model, because no business model is perfect. Every business model is different, for each person. It's going to be unique to you. You know what I mean? Because some people would do a lot better with affiliate marketing than drop shipping, and some people would excel at drop shipping and they wouldn't do so good with affiliate marketing, or maybe it just doesn't fit their lifestyle, or whatever. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to talk about. I think we should talk about the pros of each business model first, and then we'll discuss the cons.
Perfect.
So the pros of affiliate marketing are, number one is passive income, 100% passive income actually. So affiliate marketing done the way that I do it, using my sort of process, is 100% passive. And when I say passive, I literally mean that I have a website that I created 2 years ago, and for the entire 2017, it generated over $1,000 a day profit, and I didn't have to do anything, nothing. I didn't have to make YouTube videos. I didn't have to make new blog article content. I didn't have to, I didn't really have to do anything. I had some paid traffic ads that I set up, and I just had them on autopilot, and they just kept working. And I had some content that I created when I made the website that, I made one time, and then I would just promote it through that paid traffic. And thanks to like Google SEO and ranking, I could step back and still continue to get massive amounts of traffic per month, which then resulted in sales. So 100% passive income is my favorite part about affiliate marketing, because me, like as a person, I'm actually pretty lazy. And this is like kind of a surprise to some people who think like, I'm hustling like 24/7, like not even. Like I'm from San Diego, California, and we have the beach here, and all I like to do is spend my day, at the beach, whether it's, hang out with friends, go in the water, hiking Torrey Pines, just chilling, eating good food. I just love to relax. Honestly, that's me. I'm very easy, very simple. I like to kick back and relax. And for me, affiliate marketing was perfect because since you don't own the products or services, then it's like zero obligation. It's like hands off. You know what I mean? So you promote it, you promote these links, and you only have to like make the website or the links or the content once. You know what I mean? That link is up there. It's going to be up there in 2019, 2020, and people, if they keep on clicking it and they keep on buying it, you're going to keep on getting that commission and making money in your email. You know what I mean? You're just going to check your emails all day. You'll be seeing commissions for, $150. Bingo. So that's why I love affiliate marketing. It's that 100% passive income. It's the fact that you have less responsibility. You don't have to answer emails, customer complaints, refunds. You don't have to talk to suppliers. You don't have to talk to anyone. And I literally did that for a year until I decided to, start sharing my story and helping other people out. But yeah, so I think that's the biggest pros of affiliate marketing. And I think the last thing I want to say is it's an extremely low overhead. So with affiliate marketing, you don't own the products or services. So when you sell stuff, it's all digital. It's all through links. And when people buy it, the company is the one who ships the products and services out. So for you, you actually don't have to spend on product expenses. So like if someone buys something, right, through your affiliate link, you don't have to go out and purchase the product and then ship it to them. The company handles all that for you. So affiliate marketing is one of the few businesses that you can start for free, literally for free, or for very little money, like the cost of a website, which is honestly less than $100 for an entire year. So those are the biggest pros of affiliate marketing. If that sounds good to you, then you might want to take a look at affiliate marketing. But I'm gonna hand it over to Zaki to talk about the pros of dropshipping and who it's for. So yeah, go ahead.
So definitely not as passive as affiliate marketing. I'm going to be straightforward and straight honest with you guys. It definitely does take some upfront work, but one thing that I could definitely recommend for a lot of people that want to get into dropshipping, it is probably one of the fastest ways to get started. So definitely one of those, if you have the right skills, you could pretty much turn on a switch and the ball is rolling and you're profitable. You're making up to $100, $200, $300 a day, and you have all control over it. Whereas, for example, in other business models, like if you were in a service-based business model, you are at you are practically at the hands of your client, right? Whereas for drop shipping or in online commerce in itself, it's you are pretty much middlemaning for whatever product that you want a middleman for, and you are never touching inventory. You don't have to worry about your fulfillment center messing something up. You don't have to have boxes filled up to the roof in your house. And all it necessarily takes is having the right skills, which may be it's pretty much practically driving traffic. I don't even want to be over technical with you guys. Driving traffic is probably the most important skill in every online business. And the reason that I love dropshipping is because I never touch any products. And at the end of the day, I love affiliate marketing, but I gotta tell Odie here that the customer is mine. That's one thing that dropshipping maybe trumps and online commerce in itself. When you own the brand, definitely you put in the work, you're putting in all that effort, but you get to you're building your own business. You're not building somebody else's business. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something that it's just for different people. If somebody's looking more for a passive income, and it's just for people that have different aspirations. If somebody wants to build their own passive income and they're like Odie and they just want to be chilling all the time, then that's definitely affiliate marketing if that's the best choice for them. Whereas for dropshipping, there definitely is some hard work that's going to take place. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and tell you guys it's easy, but when you gain the skills, it's pretty much copy and paste, rinse and repeat. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you scale from $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 to $100,000 a day just based on your skill set. And if you're good at Facebook ads or ads in general, you could scale. Like I did a challenge the other day, $0 to $1,500 in 5 days, and it actually worked out. It was crazy, $1,500 a day in 5 days. It was insane. So yeah, it's pretty much if dropshipping is the business model for you, you think, then definitely it's not easy, but definitely might be worth it for a lot of you guys.
Awesome, dude. That was a really, really great summary right there. This was some really good points, and Zaki is right. So with affiliate marketing, now I want to transition into the cons for each business model. So I'm just going to start off with affiliate marketing. One of the big cons is that since you don't own the product or service, you also don't own the customer as well. So let me give you guys an example. So if I refer people to buy this camera right here, which is a Sony, A6500, and I sell it through something like either Amazon, VH Photo Video, whatever has an affiliate program, I sell this camera. It's like $1,000 camera. And, I make the sale, I get the commission, but then that's kind of the end of the story there. And the problem with that is that when you don't have the customer, they become a customer of Amazon. They become a customer of VH Photo Video or for Sony. But when you are an affiliate, you're just promoting. So you're basically just like a glorified salesman in a way. And, what affiliates need to try to do, and this is something that I try to promote, when I teach people affiliate marketing, is to create their own brand so that they can actually capture the customer as well. So for an affiliate to capture a customer, one way to do it is by having an established brand or website that becomes an authority in, let's say, cameras, and then you have something like an email list. So that way, you still get the customer somehow, and when you have them on your email list, you can still remarket to them in the future. And you know that if they're signing up to your website that's about photography, about digital cameras, and they sign up, they're in your niche, they're in your target market. So you could essentially do, the same stuff as with, let's say drop shipping or other business models. But it's a little trickier, because you're kind of just it's just like Zaki said, like being the middleman.
Yeah.
So that's one of the cons is you don't have the customer, but there's ways around it where you can build a brand, you can get customers, and you can work your way around that. The other con with affiliate marketing, I think, is that it's pretty slow to build up. So Zachary was talking about how with Shopify or with drop shipping, you're able to scale things fast to, $100 a day, $300 a day. But the thing with affiliate marketing is you don't really hear about that because with affiliate marketing, it's one of those things where you put up the work up front and, you're not getting any sales to begin with. But as, you start to grow your brand, your website, your traffic, and you start to rank on Google, for certain, high competition terms and stuff like that, then that is when you actually start to see your income just like exponentially go up. And that's how it is with affiliate marketing. I've seen it with so many other affiliate marketing websites. They start from zero and it's like, $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month, then it goes $1,000 a month, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 and more. So that's the thing with affiliate marketing. It's not as quick to scale up as drop shipping, and you don't really own the customer, from the get-go, but, there's ways around it. So yeah, those are the two biggest cons with affiliate marketing. Honestly, it takes a long time to build up, but once you build it up, there's nothing better for me, for my lifestyle. There's nothing better than 100% passive income. It just takes a lot of work. Yeah. So anyways, I'll let Zaki talk about the cons with drop shipping. So yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, honestly, I wish dropshipping was as compound, almost like compound interest as affiliate marketing is, where you just put up as much upfront work as possible and then pretty much everything automates itself. Whereas definitely dropshipping is an automatable business, but it does take day to day, especially early on. You have to keep your eye on it. You have to handle the customer relation. You have to do customer service. There definitely is a time commitment that takes place early on before you can afford to hire VAs and all that stuff. So, and that's one of the biggest cons is the time commitment early on. You're going to be putting in probably 1 to 2 hours a day, but in reality, what's that compared to a job? You know what I mean? I'm complaining about 1 to 2 hours a day, but 1 to 2 hours a day, you're going to be putting in answering emails, talking to customers, pretty much building your Facebook page, posting on your Instagram page, just building your brand awareness. And that's probably one of the biggest things. Until you can afford to hire somebody to work on the hourly rate, that's one of the biggest things. It's not an automated business in itself because to be honest with you guys, ads will not survive forever. You have to be on the cutting edge. But at the end of the day, that's a skill set. If you build that skill set, I think Odie here will even attest to it. If you can run paid advertising, you will make money online forever. It's a simple fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. So that's one of the biggest cons is you're going to be putting in time for a while until you are able to afford, you can automate it. And number two, one of the biggest cons is that at the end of the day, you do not have control over what your packaging looks like, over what you're the same as everybody else. It doesn't have a brand. You're not necessarily building a brand because it's not a white label business. That's more of somebody that's is willing to invest a little more. But if you want to get into dropshipping, it is honestly hard to scale to that. It is almost impossible. I only know a couple people, to be honest, that have scaled a dropshipping store past $2 to $3 million. It becomes pretty tough because there is these at the end of the day, people take a lot of they think a lot about the presentation and how things look when it's presented to them, and that builds that long-term relationship. Definitely the customer is yours, but the long-term relationship that you build is through how your package looks, what they're getting in the mail. At the end of the day, you are getting it from AliExpress, which is just a hub of suppliers that range from anywhere. And that's one thing that's probably one of the biggest cons, and one of the biggest cons that a lot of people don't touch on. I'm gonna be straightforward and honest with you guys. It usually on the maximum, a lot of suppliers 14-day shipping. That's one of the biggest cons that a lot of people don't look at when you're drop shipping. There is 14-day shipping, but there's a couple ways around it. So personally, when I recommend people to get started with dropshipping, I recommend people that don't have a lot of cash to get into dropshipping, to get cash so they're ready to reinvest it back into the business, right? So when you're starting out, it is possible to scale to hundreds of thousands of dollars past the 14-day with the 14-day shipping, because some people are willing, if you're in the right niche in the right place, people are willing to get into it. And how do you get that? You have to find products that people can't find anywhere else, right? That's what you have to be willing to do. You have to be willing to do the research. But that 14-day shipping is definitely a killer. and probably one of the biggest cons, because you miss out on a lot of customers and consumers. But I tell a lot of people to pivot over to white labeling, especially when they have enough cash, to start building a brand for the long term and just build that brand awareness. Like you said, with affiliate marketing, it is tough, but it definitely is worth it. Like NerdWallet, for example. Odie always tells me this, that NerdWallet is one of the biggest affiliate companies in the world, and they just have this brand awareness. They are the go-to authority in their niche. You know what I mean? So that's one of the biggest things. Brands will sell in the next couple of years, in the future, and even now. Brand awareness is the key.
Yeah, guys. So I think, I really agree with Zaki on the branding aspect, because basically, no matter what business model you're doing, you need to create a brand, because brands outlast, they outlast people, they outlast whatever. Brands survive. You know what I mean? So when you create a brand, then, it doesn't matter what business model you're doing, chances are you're gonna see success, because you're thinking more long term. And that's all it comes down to. I mean, it's very common sense. If you're focusing on long term, building a brand that's gonna last for years, then you're gonna see success. As simple as that. The people who go into either of these business models, whether it's dropshipping, whether it's affiliate marketing, and they're looking for shortcuts, they're looking for get rich quick. Those are the people who don't survive. They don't think about brands. They don't think about anything. They're like, how can I make as much money as quickly as possible? That doesn't last very long. And I've seen people in the affiliate marketing. I've seen people do really well, but they come and go. And easy come, easy go with affiliate marketing. I see people who scale up to hundreds of thousands of dollars and they lose it all because they get complacent and they didn't build anything. And I think that touches upon affiliate marketing. When you don't capture the customer and you aren't building a brand, you could lose everything overnight, simply because you lack that control. Just like with dropshipping, you know what I mean? Because with affiliate marketing, if you don't own the product or service, you don't control. Basically, you don't cut your own checks, right? Like a company is cutting your checks. So that's one of the cons with affiliate marketing. Why I preach you have to build a brand, build that email list, and essentially try and capture the customer as much as possible. But I did want to speak on two of Zaki's points. One of them, he talked about VAs. So another thing that I love about affiliate marketing is I've never had an assistant or a VA, and I've been able to scale it up to tens of thousands, if not over $100,000 per month, and I've never had an assistant, because that right there is just how scalable affiliate marketing is if you do it correctly. You know what I mean? Zaki mentioned NerdWallet. Now, NerdWallet's a company with hundreds of employees, but essentially there are websites like NerdWallet on a smaller scale that are run by single people. An example is Making Sense of Sense.com. It's ran by this millennial named Michelle, and she generates over $100,000 per month primarily through affiliate marketing through her blog. That's it, blogging. Like, a lot of people don't think blogging even exists anymore. A lot of people think blogging is dead, but she's living proof that you can make 6 figures per month through blogging using affiliate marketing. So that's one of the examples I just want to give. But basically, I think that kind of wraps things up for the most part. Is there anything else that you want to touch upon with dropshipping? If anyone wants to learn more about dropshipping, do you have any advice for beginners?
Honestly, I just want to touch on one point before we even get to that you had.
Okay.
Is people come and go. I honestly, personally know some people. If you guys heard about the fidget spinner trend, I personally know people that made $250,000 with the fidget spinner trend, and now they can't make $200 a day because they capitalized on a trend, but they didn't build that brand awareness. They didn't even build the skill set. It was like a one-time fluke. It does happen. Like, you don't want to become complacent just because you've made a ton of money in a short amount of time. That doesn't mean that water or that flow will just not stop. It will go forever. It ends. Trust me. I think Odie even knows this. Businesses are not always forever. Like, they will end eventually, or they sometimes just end just like that. So definitely want to diversify and have a skill set in place, and definitely have the skills so you'll never be worried about it. And honestly, the easiest way to get started drop shipping is practically you just create a site on Shopify. Shopify is probably the most well-known and the biggest platform to get started on. 14-day trial. They help you. You can pretty much create a site in practically a day for $30 a month. You go find some products, go do your product and niche research, go find a product you think would kill it, and just pretty much dabble with paid advertising, and you're pretty much off to the races. And now it's pretty much having the skills in place to get started.
Yep. And one last thing, where do people go to find these products? AliExpress?
Yep, they can go to AliExpress, especially if they're going to be drop shipping. For white labeling and POD, that's like a whole different business model. We might touch on another video if that's possible. But drop shipping in general is AliExpress.com. They go to AliExpress. You can find products for practically dirt cheap, things that could easily be sold for $20 to $30 that you could buy for $2 to $3. So the markup is definitely there, and there's definitely money to be made.
Yep, buy low, sell high.
Just
oldest trick in the book.
Exactly. That's how business is.
All right, cool. Hey, I appreciate you, Zaki, coming on today to enlighten people about the business model of dropshipping, which I think is a very interesting thing. I actually follow a lot of dropshippers on YouTube, and I just think it's a very interesting model for people who are looking to scale things up quickly. Anyways, thanks for thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, both vice versa. And everybody that's on my channel, if you want to go follow Odie, he kills it with affiliate marketing. Link is in description. You can go follow his YouTube. He's killing it insane, killing it. You got to go follow him if you want to get into affiliate marketing. It's insane.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna put Zaki's, his YouTube channel and his Instagram and any other socials that he wants to put. I'll put in the description below. You guys can follow him, check out his stuff. But yeah, that wraps it up for today. Thanks again, man. Appreciate you.
I really appreciate it, man. Let's get it.